Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going? Apologies for Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius today. I forgot back over the weekend when I made the schedule. I had an appointment this morning. So I am totally sorry about that. But we'll do like we did last week and we'll just knock all six out tomorrow. So it'll be cool. What up, Michelle? Hey Crystal. How you guys doing? What's up, sweet team, Batty? How you doing? Thanks for coming. How are you guys? What's happening? What's up, Mel? How's it going, sunshine? Dude, you're close to 500 subscribers, y'all. We are getting so close to getting Mel to 500 subscribers. Sunshine Intuitive Tarot is totally a thing. I love it. What's up, Anna? How you guys doing? Hey, Cappy Goat. What up? What up? Nana, what's up? Sage Moon Gem. All right, we've gotten a lot of stuff ironed out and fixed up. Hi, Maureen. What up, girl? How are you? Hi. What's up, Nature Girl? So yeah, we got a lot of stuff ironed out, so the cards and coffee can make their comeback too. All right, so it'll be a good times. What's up, Randy? How you doing, brother? Roxanne, what up, guys? Brain overload issues. You got it, Anna. We're sending some prayers for some clarity. Lord above, please provide Anna and everybody else that's going through some clouded energies right now and brain overloads. Provide them with the clarity that they seek going forward, please and thank you. Amen. All right, no problem. We got you covered. Power of prayer is good. Totally. And we are going through a lot of brain overload right now. All right, we're still clearing out energies of the year of number 9. The real actual year doesn't start until April 1st. Thanks in 1752 to them changing the calendar around. April 1st is supposed to be when the year starts. That's why Aries is the start in the zodiac too. But so a lot of the brain fog and that stuff will subside when we get into the actual month of April, and a lot of clarity will start feeling better. Okay, just so everybody knows, so that way we can kind of like hunker down, ride out the storm. But it's not that energy of like don't dig a hole and crawl into it vibes. It's the energy of like think of it like investing in the stock market. Like when I do purchases or anything through the stock market, any buying and selling, I always buy the energetical dip. And in a way, that's what we are in right now. You always buy the dip, buy low, sell high type of a vibe. So while the entire world is going through some brain overload, I mean, keep in mind that with everything happening on the earth, even the Schumann scale is off the charts. The Schumann resonance is crazy right now because the Schumann resonance, it monitors the vibrations of Earth's core, the frequencies of the earth. And with all the bombs getting dropped over Baghdad, the meteors running into the planet and stuff like that, the earth is having a panic attack. The earth is being shook to its core too. This planet that we're standing on is vibrating big time. So a lot of us are feeling it. So don't feel anybody feeling brain overload. Don't feel like you're in it alone. Okay. It's the bit of buying the energetical dip. We're gonna buy low, we're gonna sell high, and we're gonna ride it out while the rest of the world is freaky deaking out. Okay. Totally. Even like with getting the individuals done. When I got up this morning and I was like, oh man, I forgot about that appointment. And I didn't let the brain overload translate into anxiety or freak out or anything. I said, that's all right. All happens for a reason. We'll just end these lives and we'll pick it up again tomorrow. The best thing to do, remember, all of us, all we can control, emperor energy, is how we react to the situations. We can't control the situations. We can only control how we react to it. All right. So let's answer a couple super chats and see if we can help figure that out too. You guys doing okay? What y'all been up to? I'm going to go into the super chat screen. What's up, Smokin' Tarot Productions? I like your screen name. That is a good screen name. What up? How are you? What's up, 1444? Cici? I've been seeing a lot of repeating fours. I like your screen name. You're a sign. You're a sign for me. That's kind of cool. All right, ready, sunshine? Let me switch over to the screen. I've missed doing the cards and coffee. I like just hanging out with you guys. Oh, look, here I am. Here's that goober. There I am. All right, cool. Let's go into there. Oh, look, here I am. Here's that goober. Doobie 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 doop. Okay, cool. There we go. You guys are so generous. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome sauce. All right, let's see what we got cooking on this. We'll start with Shrek. How you been, Shrek? I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you, good sir? All right, we're in business. Where do I want to start with? This one? Okay, cool. All right. Thank you. You guys are awesome sauce. All right. What does this look like if I do this? No, that's small text. There's tall, there's wide. That's fun. Regular. I've just seen what it does. Okay, that's cool. I was just curious. That was just me being nosy. All right, let's see. Shrek, you're gonna be at 517. All right, now let's wait for 519. I'm a musician, so I like speaking to God through music. Ephesians 519. All right, give me whatever comes out for Shrek. What's on Shrek's mind right now? Give me whatever Shrek's on Shrek's mind and whatever whomever is on Shrek's mind right now. All right, let's see what we got. Fool card, Seven of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Emperor card. What I see here on this one is that you've got, I don't know why she's trying to start stuff with your child, but I have a feeling that your ex-wife might be trying to come at you during the Aries season. I don't know if it's trying for more money or more visitation or more rights or time. Just as a side note, something to watch out for. Heads up so you can prepare for it. But then also, I do see that Fiona is working on moving some obstacles out of her way and that she might show up before Sagittarius reaches out or gets started on stuff. You're like, what? Who's Sagittarius? And I'm like, you got a new person energy coming in. That's all. No big deal. Two of Swords to the High Priestess. You're like, no thanks, not interested. Okay. Sagittarius. I mean, they're fun. They're adventure seeking. Ninth house. It's good stuff. Anyways, no, Fiona's going to work out with you with the Lover's card because you choose her anyways. Moon card to the Four of Swords. So the Sagittarius that's going to show up flirty dirty with you is going to be a test of if you're going to take the easy way out, go for the fun time that's right there available, or wait for your Fiona. All right. Which if you do, you and Fiona will be together by Gemini season. All right. You guys will buy a dog together too. Okay. Monica, what's up, Monica Blooming Feminine Academy? Y'all, Women's Healing Services. Check out Monica the Blooming Feminine Academy. Proud person from the Archer Network. I totally love what Monica's doing. BloomingFeminineAcademy.com. All right. There we go. All right, Monica, you are at 7 exactly on the dot. And I have the Emperor card to the Queen of Cups showed back up. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, what I do see on this with your BFA business, okay, you're going to get an offer to be bought out. Not by me. Somebody's going to beat me to it. Don't think I hadn't thought of that already, right? I thought about it, buying the Blooming and Feminine Academy, because I wanted to adapt it so that it covered feminine and male services too. So we needed another department. I think somebody beats me to it. The direction coming in is this: you're going to get noticed. You already do have somebody and very high up. You have a celebrity of sorts that is watching over you, that's preparing to make an offer that you're going to love on this. All right. So I do see that this gives you the opportunity to start another business too, by the way. This might be something that you're known for or destined for. You may be a very good business entrepreneurial startup. All right, let's see. The King of Wands. A little bit of finding the light. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had another project already on your mind. But Seven of Wands, Page of Pentacles. If not, you'll have one coming in with the Knight of Wands. There's something else that people have been throwing a monkey wrench into in the world nowadays that you can fix, save, or help with too. So you do have an offer that then gets you, like, you're like Reese Witherspoon, right? In the fact that you're going to sell your company, but you're still going to have a controlling interest in the company, all right, from behind the scenes. And this will give you some time to work on the next big project, okay? So I like that for you. It's a pretty nice offer. Somebody else had the same idea I did, and they're already making plans on it with the World card too. It could be the end of the Blooming Feminine Academy's evolution for you. You'll stay as a controlling factor in it, and then you can start on something new, all right? Okay, next up is Angelize. Angelize, you're going to be at 9 exactly. All right, what don't I see coming in love? What doesn't Angelize see coming in love? What doesn't Angelize see coming in love? The Hierophant, the Ace of Pentacles, the Strength card, whoa, and the Eight of Pentacles. But your man's actually going to start putting some work into your guys' relationship and might actually want to make it either official. How rude of me. I've never asked you if you guys do have the knot tied or not, because I feel like if it's untied, he's going to want with the Fool card to tie it. Sometime during Aries season, your man's going to man up and he's going to go through, delete everything that's any bad messages, convos, fun posts, flirty posts, anything else out of there. Might even set his phone's password to your birthday. But I really feel the vibes that, I don't know, like a bare wire touched bare metal up in his head or something, but something during Aries season causes him to want to take action and make things legally official with you. Because that's a bit in his mind what's been throwing him off. He's like, we're not married, we're not married, we're not married. I can do what I want. I can touch what I want. No, you're not living a bachelor life anymore. You haven't been for a while, dude. Right? I see him come to terms with that and actually wanting to take you off the market and like make it like fully official. Might freak you out a little bit and be like, whoa, wait. Are we ready for that? Are we ready for that? We've been going through a lot. But then he's going to show you the stuff that he's been Eight of Pentacles working on getting over and getting rid of so that he's all about you. You did wind up changing him. I don't know what happened that last time he had to travel down south for work, but man, whoever he talked to put some stuff into his head that he needed to work on himself a little bit. So he's been doing it. All right, Lioness. What up, Lioness? You're going to be at 1042. Lioness, let's see what we got for you. All right, what if Taurus had a friend add you on Facebook? All right, tap me into this. Give me everything you got on the Taurus friend adding you on Facebook. Everything we got on the Taurus friend adding Lioness on Facebook. The Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands. Oh, God, he's the mole. Remember Austin? Oh, my God, this is all fire. That's a lot of Wands. Including the Six of Wands. Oh, my word. It's the start. Now, granted, we would love it. 10 of Cups. We'd love it if it could just be your Taurus that just simply takes the initiative and goes for it. However, they're still in a state of sussing things out. The friend friended you at request of Taurus. The friend and Taurus are the two that speak together, okay? They're the ones behind the scenes working on this. The friend's the one trying to get Taurus's head out of his backside to get him to come back to you. So that's why Taurus had to him friend request you, because it's all part of the little chess moves that Taurus is making behind the scenes, making the preparations to make sure you're going to talk to the Taurus's friend first. The Taurus's friend is going to be the one that reaches out to a Wands to make sure that you're not going to lion roar and then use your lion's teeth and rip the Taurus's head off, metaphorically, not literally. But you've been waiting for this to happen forever. We found a little puzzle piece, the breakdown, step by step. That first step, the friend friends you on Facebook. Welcome to the algorithm. Now you're a part of it. And then that friend Page of Wands makes contact that has you Six of Wands excited because the Taurus already chooses you, but now the Taurus is sussing out because the Taurus is proceeding with caution because the Taurus doesn't want the lion to bite their head off. So it makes sense. I don't know why. Well, I don't know why the Taurus thinks that Lioness hates him, right? Yeah, exactly. The Taurus has every reason to think that Lioness hates him. I know. Star card, Five of Pentacles into the Queen of Cups. Your Taurus is getting ready to open the door. The Taurus figured out he's in love. You have an avoidant that actually processed his feelings. Thanks to the help of his buddy, he's processed his feelings, and he actually wants to be all about you. I wonder if I can give an estimated timeline. I don't think very long. That's the thing. I don't think it's going to take very long. King of Swords and the Emperor card. Happens during Aries season. You and the Taurus will be talking. You and Taurus will talk during Aries season. That'll set the pattern. Four of Pentacles into the Magician. He is working on opening himself up to love. All right. Let's see. Next up's Vanessa. Vanessa, you are going to be at 1322. All right. Current situation between you and Brent. All right, God, tap me in. What's up with Vanessa and Brent? The Five of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Devil card, and the Six of Pentacles. King of Wands. Right now, what's up between you and Brent is you're the one that made Brent start to realize that he's a player, King of Wands, and you got him coming out of that vibe, all right? He messed around and found out what it's like, Five of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Brent's trying to learn to open up and talk more. That's his lesson. He has a lesson in communication, all right? Now, with the Devil card of the Six of Pentacles, that's the devil that creates the insecurities inside of Brent's head, the stuff he hides. He comes across very strong and confident behind the scenes. The devil tells him that he's a rather insecure individual, so he proceeds slowly, okay? This is due to past hurts. It's nothing that you did, okay? From what I see on the Devil card with his past relationships long before you even knew they existed, Wheel of Fortune to the Hierophant, he might even have been married or engaged at one point, but whatever it was, the devil energy, the derailment on this was he planned to stay part of the 80% of the world that wanted to stay single and has just signed off on relationships, and you meeting him put him in another direction. So he's coming out of the Six of Pentacles. He's coming out of a breadcrumbing stage of giving too much to everybody. Therefore, he doesn't have enough time to give towards you, and going into a much more Six of Pentacles balanced stage. Because the Six of Pentacles reverse is breadcrumbing. Upright, it's balanced. Page of Wands, the Star card, the Three of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups. The guardian angels are working on both of you guys to have both of you prepared for this, okay? Vanessa, you're getting a bit of a confidence streak. You're going to start feeling like more Sasha Fierce and less Beyonce. Meanwhile, Brent is learning how to communicate. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Guardian angels are working on both you guys to provide both of you with the happiness that you both have dreamt about. All right? By the way, Brent hates doing dishes. You're going to be stuck on dish detail for the rest of your life, just so you know. It's a very random message, but there you go. You're stuck doing dishes. Okay. Little Baker, what's up, Little Baker? You're going to be at, is that a 5? Yep, 1535. All right, I don't have my glasses on. Please tell the future between Ashley and Bruce. All right, what's up with Baker and Donkey? Talk about Baker and Donkey. What's up with Baker and Donkey? Give me a little bit of a connection for Ashley and Bruce, please, and thank you. The Page of Cups. Just buy a dishwasher. It's what I did, Vanessa. Anyways, Page of Cups, the Death card, the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands. Oh. What I see on this with the Knight of Cups to the King of Wands is that he's going to make an offer your way. Death card to the Page of Cups. Bruce is undergoing a transformation right now, and this is rather awkward as my ring finger and my wrist and all of this itches, is that he's going through a transformation. You know how he wasn't really doing anything before on this? Just kind of stringing you along, almost into like a bit of a situationship type of a vibes. That's what the thing that's changing. Could even be the result of a death in the family, in that he's accepting or coming to terms with his mortality, that he's not going to live forever. And that is what's changing to the point of like, I don't want to die alone. And that's what's putting him into a Page of Cups, Knight of Cups vibes with the King of Wands, where he's seeing the light. He's seeing the light that he wants somebody by his side. All right. Four of Swords. Yeah, he's kind of tired of being on his own with the Lover's card. He's winding up behind the scenes, choosing you. I see action coming forward in the Five of Cups. It's like around that new moon. Or is it, no, rewind, full moon in Libra. It's going to get him started. Why? Because there's the Ace of Wands. You kind of still spark his interest. You get his heart chakra going. That's a pretty powerful wand right there. It's a lot of wands. All right, the Eight of Wands shows you guys moving in together sometime this year too. All right, he's a donkey, but you love him. His quirks are the things you love the most about him. That's the sad part, but also the cute part. You know what I mean? Okay, Randy, you're going to be at 1730. All right, Randy, is she worried or does she have concerns that you have moved on with someone else or her pride doesn't care? Okay, let me see what's up. All right. The Eight of Wands, that's actually a big fat yes. The Nine of Swords just shows that she's not, good Lord, the ring finger's itching again. What the heck? Seven of Pentacles and the Empress. So it is a bit of her nurturing her ego. Part of this is about the, Three of Swords. Bro. Six of Cups, Two of Wands. She actually does think you went in another direction. Now, even though at the moment right now in her mind, she's playing it like, I don't care. That's fine. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Whatever. That's cool. Behind the scenes, behind that Nine of Swords, though, and the Seven of Pentacles, she's sitting there thinking, what if he did? What if he actually did move on? What if he is finding somebody better than me? He's not bothering me. He usually texts or comes by or nothing. There's nothing going on. Empress. It is a bit of an ego death that she's going through. Three of Swords, the Six of Cups. This might take her a little bit of time, but in the next week or two, she may start processing it more and actually go, yeah, Magician card, go into a state of a Devil card, a little bit of depression. Devil card beating down her shoulder going, yeah. She planted the seed. She thought at one time as an Ace of Pentacles. It's grown into a Seven of Pentacles status on this right now. Yep. Whose bed have your boots been under? Whose heart did you steal, I wonder? It's time, it feels like thunder, babe. She will come to terms with it. It's just starting in her mind as like a seed, a little seed being planted. You know what I mean? All right. All right, let's see. Let me scroll back up here. TR 1710. All right, you are at 1933. All right, 1933. Will Sag and I find a place we can afford to move back in together? Oh yeah, you totally got to keep me posted on your status update. All right, let's see. Will you and Sag find a place to stay together, to live together, to move in together? Give me a living status. Give me a living status. The Knight of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah. You know why? Because you and Sagittarius are choosing each other. That's the cool part. This is when God sits back and goes, yes, I knew free will wasn't a totally bad idea, because you guys, as you start to open up, the good Lord is going to start to provide for you with the Knight of Swords, which is my chess player's move. All right, God making chess moves down here on earth. That goes right towards the Six of Wands. That's a great success. High five. In the fact that God will provide some blessings to get you over those hurdles that's on this Six of Wands. And that way, it leads towards the real love and the Ten of Pentacles. Absolutely. You'll be shocked at how both of your guys' work situations change, other things happen. It could be as freaky deaky as like a grandparent or an uncle passes away and one of you guys get left a house. Seriously, those kind of vibes. But I see that where you guys start out, though, is not your forever home. So I have a feeling that one of you guys just like moves in and stays with the other person while you guys pick a new home and a new location, because both of you guys want a fresh life or a fresh start. So neither of y'all are in your forever home. You're in your starter home. All right. That builds up with the Ten of Pentacles to your forever home, right? That's why that's the appointment I had this morning. I had to get some stuff, fix this place up, get ready to go for my forever home. And that's the vibes that it is. So absolutely, the good Lord will provide the things that you dream of. Keep your prayers strong, and it will provide. You and Sag are going to work out. You know that? After everything you guys have been through, you and Sag are going to work out. King of Swords. Okay, biggest thing on this one is when Sagittarius goes quiet with the Moon card on the King of Swords, don't get too much into your head about it. All right? I do remember Sagittarius vibes off of both of my grandmothers, both Sag grandmas. Like, both of their views towards my grandpas was the, like, I might not say I love you all the time, but I'm with them so they know I love them type of a vibe. So if your Sag doesn't get super opened up and super needy, clingy, nurturing right out of the gate, work with it. Don't take it the wrong way. Just understand you're learning how to speak Sagittarius. And in turn, Sagittarius will learn how to speak your love language and open up more too. All right, Sagittarius, it takes a lot to get Sag to trust, but once they do, you're in like Flynn. All right. Okay. Tabia, you are, I tapped the wrong thing. Tabia, you are at 2226. All right, Tabia, me and Pisces definitely reconnected. I knew it was going to happen. I told you. When anybody that allows Pisces time for that time zone conversion, remember Pisces got the short end of the stick being stuck as the leap year baby. All right. And with the 12th house being like the bouncer to Club Divine, right at the bouncer of the door, giving Pisces the extra time needed because Pisces thinks in a different time zone than the other 11 signs, it's always worth the rewards. All right. How does Pisces feel now? How's the weekend and the week outlook? And what does Spirit want me to know? I actually just told you the Spirit wants you to know part. Give Pisces a little bit of grace and the extra time Pisces needs to process, because in case of a Pisces, it is way so totally worth it. Two of Cups, exactly. The Magician, the Nine of Wands, into the Devil. Okay, the Devil's going to breathe down your shoulder to bring up a little bit of old PTSD stuff from the Leo days. Remember that Pisces is not Leo, and anything and everything that Leo did to you, Pisces does not even know happened, has no clue it ever existed, and will never do the same things to you. So just to make sure that you don't bring any past connections into the current connection, and you nurture this one, Pisces sees you as a very good fit. You guys get each other. That's how he sees it. He's actually telling me, Two Cups Magician card, that he loves how you give him that time, that you didn't go off on him when you guys reconnected, because he didn't see it as a Two of Cups Magician card reconnect. He just saw it as life went on. As you guys are talking and getting to know each other, he's at a stage where he doesn't see the necessity that you guys speak every hour on the hour. He's still in the talking stage and getting to know you. So he doesn't see it as a reconnect. He sees it as you guys are just learning each other's triggers and learning how to have slower, calmer conversations and to not let his fight or flight kick in. All right. He sees you as a very safe bet. He likes that you let him be himself with the Nine of Wands, and that you're letting process his healing from the devils he dealt with in the past in his own time. You're in a good match here on this one. You might think it's moving slow. However, when you adjust to Pisces time zone difference, it is actually moving at the exact right pace it is supposed to. All right. Now, I do see Six of Swords. I do see you guys seeing each other over the weekend. So let me see what we got for the next 7-day outlook. The High Priestess, expect the unexpected, Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, and Temperance. I think in the next 7 to 9 business days, don't know why I worded it that way, but I did, is that Pisces is going to come to stay with you or come to hang out, date nights and whatnots. Literally in the next week or so, it actually winds up, he just stays. He just stays. He comes over once, maybe once on the weekend, once next week on Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. And then by like next week, Friday or something, he just stays. He just stays. And before you know it, like by June, you guys are like, when did we move in together? What happened? And you guys are just a thing. The Hanged Man was at the bottom of the deck too. Okay, so you're on the right path. It's gonna move fast. Leo's gonna be jealous. No, Leo's not. Leo's fine. Anyways, all right, next up, let's see. Savage Gem. You're going to be at 2545. All right, energy check-in for you and Leo. Leo's fine. See? Says he wants to rebuild the trust with you, but seems unable to emotionally disconnect from one of his exes. And now we're back to not talking. Okay, let's see what's up. Let me see what's up. The Five of Swords, the Justice card. That X shows back. That X shows back up, but not in the zone that you think it is. That X is the one that seems to always gets in the way of Leo's connections anytime your Leo wants to. Justice card on the Five of Swords. What I do see on it, though, is that this person is not a threat. And the way you reacted to it, Seven of Cups on the Death card, it's the way everybody else has reacted, because that X of your Leo's is the one that messes everything up for any time your Leo tries to get into a relationship. But he really likes you. He really wants to go all the way on this one. And part of it was like he was hoping like maybe she'll be different. Maybe she'll get it. But this X comes off very strong. You know what I mean? So it gets to be a big thing with that Tower card. She wrecks his life every time this happens. And they're not like, if I didn't, maybe they got kids together or they're just friend status or something. Justice card, something binds them. But the Eight of Wands, is it that her name's on a house or the apartment or something? Three of Swords to the Fool card on the Hanged Man. He wants to be with you. The only even reason that there was a fight that even happened over this and the disconnect on it is because he's like, God, here we go again. Just like every other time I try to get involved with it. And then he fights with her. You know what's going to happen on this is your Leo's going to wind up blocking her out and just forgetting she exists. Leo is really good at doing that. So that's what I see happening with the Fool card to the Hanged Man. Your Leo really wants to be with you, and she's been the problem. The reason he never got this boiled over about it before is because the other people he got involved with, they weren't long-term soul contracts. They weren't going to go the distance anyways. You're the one that does go the distance, Eight of Wands. You're the one that's going to cause him to go and do a massive all blackout black on every platform, right? Blocked, deleted, gone by. See, you literally, Leo's got the ability to Men in Black flashy thingy their brains and you never existed. That's what he's going to do to this X, because you're the first one that he's like, I don't want this getting messed up. Even right now, where you guys aren't talking right now, okay, he is so beyond livid about it that if I didn't know better, I'd say he's already gone off on her about this one. You think he's just like, okay, we're done. We're not talking. Screw it. That's fine. Janet or Savage Gem didn't figure it out. That's fine. No different than everybody else. No, the fact that you did figure it out as him ticked off, and he's finally going to her Tower card and being like, that's it, you need to stay. I think he fights with her one time and then just does the massive block, Men in Black flashy thingy. She never existed. All right, you're the one that's making him want to do it. Everybody else, like when they walk away, he's like, yeah, it's fine. You know, you're the one who's like, no, I'm tired of this screwing up my life. I got to fix it. Great success. All right, Janet. Okay, Janet, let's see what we got. You are at 28:55. Hold on a sec. I'll give you a new timestamp, Janet. What up, girl? Janet. Ryan and you. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's see. Janet, your new timestamp will be at 29:20. All right, let's do that. All right, energy check in for you and Ryan. Energy check in for you and Ryan. Please and thank you. What's up? The Tower card, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Emperor card. Oh wow, he's burnt out. He's got 10 wands. I don't know why, but like I don't know why, but I just heard I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot wand. So at the moment, Tower card, he's going through some ish behind the scenes that he's kind of stubborning. Nothing against you, no bad vibes on this one, but because he's resisting so much, his guardian angels are like, stop resisting, 10 of Wands. So at the moment, he's got a couple things self-destructing in his life, all right? Because for some reason, he is in a vibe that he doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. He's in an unawoke emperor status that he really thinks he has the answers. And because he's going down the wrong road, he's on the path to redemption at the moment. So he's going through some Tower card, 10 of Wands moments. Yeah, but he just got real better with the Ace of Wands. Ryan's got a lot of Wands in his mind. So the thing on this is, I actually, during Aries season, the thing on this is, it's almost like his shtick becomes fetch, Four of Swords. And the Sun card, what's going to happen is he's going to wind up isolated because he's choosing to ignore you and continues to play multiple women against each other behind the scenes. And you're the right choice. He's thinking with the wrong wand. And so as a result of that, he's actually going to start losing followers and viewers and subscribers, and the accounts are going to go down until he stops treating women the way he does. God don't like God. Well, God likes him. God likes everybody, but God's mad at him. God's mad at him. It'd be seriously like if I came on here with the biblical tarot and then started like preaching Satan stuff. He's doing it for the wrong intentions. King of Cups. More work required on his self-love journey. Judgment card. Guardian angels are not really totally proud of him. All right. Judgment card. Yeah. King of Cups to the Judgment card says he still has a little bit more work to do. He came to a stop point in his journey where he thinks he's right, but yet his views on women are not right. And it is a total form at the moment of God protecting you because you are a woman. And if he were to open up and come your way right now, he would not treat you like a woman. And that's a problem in God's eyes because God likes you too. So do understand that right now the pause biggest point on this one is because he's resisting a little bit. He's got his hand on the stove burner and he's got 3rd degree burns, but heaven help him, he will not take that hand off the burner. He really thinks he's right. It's a big humbling to go through, Janet, for him to hit that stage of being like, oh, maybe I'm the problem, right? Yeah, right. Duck witches, get money. Yeah, all women. Don't you dare go back to that. See, the problem, Janet, here is that he's still in the old mindset. And that's the mindset that's dying off. That's the end of the narcissistic energy that's collapsing. Is the one of like, oh, nope, don't give anybody a second chance. Nope, if they screw you over, you walk away from it. That's not how marriages work. When I read for my married couples, the clients I read for that have been married 20 plus years, they have tower moments. They have many tower moments in their lives. And they had many times where each of them at different times, the husband and the wife, thought about divorce, walking away, all of it. And yet they stuck it out instead of being like, oh man, don't you dare go back. That's a whiny whippy thing. No. If he actually did work for God, God would shut his pile up all the time right now. Because the way his views are on women needs to change into a more optimistic mindset first. If he comes your way, the first thing that goes wrong or the first other pretty thing that shows him money or attention or anything right now, he'd go in the other direction and it would hurt you. When he finishes his humbling, which he will, then he'll open up a bit more because deep down at his core level, you're that one that reignites the spark for him to be a good guy. Okay? He's going through a major transformation, major lessons, major growing pains. This is where I'll pull the male. I'll be the male magician, the mass magician, revealing the secrets. Because we always, all of us, men and women, go through constant evolution, constant tests, constant evolving. In this case, he's at a stage like where about 28-year-old Archer was, right? Not the Archer that's the thing. It's just a bit of a maturing. You give Ryan a moment to hit his solar return and a Saturn return, get into like the next phase, to be better. Now, I do see that he can go through this humbling over the course of this year and reach out to you in the next like 2 to 4 weeks. At the moment, he won't be until God sees a little bit more of a humbling on his side of the fence. You do know he's the reason that none of his relationships have ever worked out. He can blame the women as much as he wants. He's the problem. And God doesn't want you to be his next victim and then the next villain in his story and all that. So let him finish his humbling first. Then he'll come in and be a hubby material. All right. Okay. Anna, you are going to be at 3444. All right. Let's see. We got at 3444. Anna, what's the deal with Ivan and you? What's up with Anna's Italian stallion? What's up with that in this Italian stallion? The Knight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Hierophant. Okay, right now what I'm seeing cooking with Ivan is that he's putting some things in place in order to be ready for you. He's currently still a little nervous or emotionally distant. That's a bit of what he needs to overcome. And he actually is overcoming it. Chariot to the Hierophant. So the Emperor drives the Chariot into any kind of a great battle or an adversity that they can overcome. The other side of the Chariot card is the Hierophant, union, marriage, and a more emotional maturity, more of a non-biased approach instead of being super duper controlling. So in the Four of Pentacles, that Four of Swords, what I see him, there's the Emperor that drives the Chariot. So I do see the reason for a little bit of silence or slow movement right now is him still just kind of opening his heart up and being ready to get into a relationship again. It'll get a little bit better in the next 7 days. Communication will get a little stronger, okay? What you don't know on this one is the reason he's so slow to proceed is because he had an ex that was only in it for money. No love connection at all. So he gets very nervous because he thinks any woman he starts interacting with is only in it for his wallet, okay? But you're not, and he'll see that because you're genuine. So you give him the next, like I see over the course of the next week and stuff, he starts opening up a little bit more as we go into Aries season, okay? Pisces season may have had your Italian stallion a little affected too, the dreaminess and that stuff. And that's another thing on the dreamy stuff too, because we're still at a vibe right now that the Pisces energy subsided, the retrogrades have subsided, so it's still just starting to hit like some emotional clarity. Okay. Sweater weather. What's up, sweater weather? Should I act right now to leave something? Okay, you're at 36. Should I act right now to leave something behind? Should I act right now? Did you ever have to make up your mind? Then let the other one side. The Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Swords. God says, no, don't do it just yet. God sees sweater weather. God sees and knows if you make this choice now, you will be depressed. Five of Cups, you don't want to make the decision just yet. Leave the door completely open right now. Queen of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. You know deep down inside that you don't want to have to make this decision because you don't want to give up on him just yet because you do love him. It's the frustrations of waiting for the Ace of Swords, the hate text to come in with the Judgment card on the Two of Pentacles with Temperance. To understand that stuff is working out behind the scenes and over the course of the next 1 to 4 weeks, that stuff will change and open up, your decision will be made much easier. I'm being told don't make the decision now because somebody's mask is going to fall off and the one that you really want to be with, you're going to wind up regretting. You're going to be like, I made the wrong pick. How do I get out of this? How do I go back? How do I do it the other way? Oh, God. So that's why God's saying, wait just a little bit more because there's a little bit more stuff that's going to be shed to light, right? Just so you know. The one you're getting ready to give up on, don't give up on him just yet. Don't give up on him just yet. The choice that, okay, I'm just going to tell you, I don't care. God, can I? Sun card, go for it, Archer. The one that you're getting ready to walk away from is the one you're not supposed to walk away from. The one you want to go towards, the reason you're hesitating is because the other one's the problem. That's the thing. And 6 months from now, you're going to be sitting there going, I'm stuck in a dead end. How do I go back the other way? And you're going to be riddled with guilt. Straight up. If you do decide to make the choice right now, it's literally like plugging a USB stick into a computer. You know you're always going to plug it in the wrong way the first time. It's always upside down, right? So like if you really want to make the decision right now, choose the opposite. Don't leave the one behind that you want to leave the other one behind. You're like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm serious as a heart attack. Yeah. You have free will. You do not have to listen to me, God, or nobody. Totally. You have free will. But my eyes are wide of like, oh my God, you're going to be so miserable in 6 months. Don't do it. I don't want to see a family member sad. Okay. I hope that helps. I hope it does. King of Swords. Make sure you cut out the right one. Okay. Next up is MD Chica. What up, MD Chica? One. Make sure you cut out the right one. What? Okay, Brittany, you're up next. Okay. Oh, I'm glad. Thanks, Sweater Weather. Okay, Brittany, you're at 39.24. All right. How's Anthony feeling? Oh, no, wait, that's Michelle. Sorry. Brittany, what do I need to know about my career path moving forward? Okay, got you. All right, Brittany, I gave you a timestamp. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, what does Brittany need to know about her career path moving forward? The Hermit card. Study. Hold on. The Seven of Wands. You're not in the right line of work. Britney, you're going to wind up in somewhere else. Like the current job you're in, you're really good at it. The thing about it is, Hermit to the Seven of Wands, I don't know if you're studying for advancement, studying for a new job altogether or something. I think your talents are being hidden away. Don't cut your nose and bite your face, but there's something on the Seven of Pentacles to the Hangman you've really been dreaming about, and that's what the good Lord is guiding you towards. Brittany, I don't think you're in the job you're going to have forever because there's something you desire and wish for more. And that's why the current workplace kind of sucks a little bit. Seven of Pentacles to the Hangman. It's the vibes that like you, this is weird. It's the vibes that you keep applying for or working in a restaurant as a waitress or something, when in reality you want to work at a daycare center and work and be with kids. That kind of a vibe. So follow your heart and your dreams on this one. That's why there's a little bit of a hang up into it. All right. You can still advance in your current place if you're comfortable there, but you're destined for so much more in greatness. You're being held back for your potential. Okay, because you're really good at what you do, Brittany. All right, Queen of Wands. You're not in your forever job. You're destined for more still. And that's why you do feel the way you feel. You're destined for so much more, Brittany. Okay? I would totally, if you had a daycare center and I have kids in the future, I would totally bring my future kids to you. I think you'd be an awesome one. Anyway, that went in a totally weird direction. You cool with that, Brittany? All right. Michelle, ma belle. These are words that go together well. You're at 4121. All right. 4121. Michelle, how is Anthony feeling about Michelle right now? About the divorce? Anything you need to know? Or you don't see? You know what? He is going to want to talk to you because you know why? I was hearing as soon as I said his name, I heard Mark Anthony. And stay around the way you've asked for me. There's even talk about you wanting me. I must admit that's what I want to hear. But that's just talk until you take me there. If it's true, don't leave me all alone out here. Wondering if you're ever gonna take me there. All right, what I do see coming on the Seven of Wands, the Strength card, he is going to reach out to try to find obstacles. You watch what starts happening. Tower card to the Seven of Wands. Michael's going to start finding different reasons for the divorce to not work out. There's going to be like, oh, this, hey, what's up? What's up, Daniela? How you doing? What's up, darling? You watch. All of a sudden, Anthony's going to be like, oh, I forgot to put this in the divorce. Oh, I forgot. I need another week to figure something out. And the Strength card, he's going to go Leo. He's going to stubborn it. It's not going to happen. Empress card. I think you wind up winning during Taurus season, so to speak, in the fact that you watch over the course of, I know, right? Over the course of Aries season, I know you and Michael got a thing, but you're going to wind up at a Two of Wands conundrum, Michelle. In the fact that Anthony's going to he's going to slow walk or come up with a million reasons. If I didn't know better, I'd swear you guys come to the date of the court hearing and he ghosts the court. Just no shows. And you're going to wind up with Michael getting relocated to your area to get the heck out of Michigan. And then you're going to have Anthony going, I don't want to get the divorce anymore and you're going to wind up going, wait a second, I just went through a year of silence and alone and isolating. And now I got these two guys want me and I can't get neither of them off my tail. What happened? You know what I mean? No, it's Anthony, right? I don't know. Maybe too many people are talking. Oh, there's a dude named Michael that likes you. No, Mark Anthony, whatever. But anyways, so no, I'm seeing on this one that he's going to find every reason to slow walk it. And then you're going to have, so if there's no Michael, you're going to have somebody start flirting with you. Either that or I was into Shelby's energy. Are you and Shelby soulmates? Oh my God. Okay, no. I am being told you literally find somebody that's in the military. His name is Michael, and he flirts with you. Maybe it's just a turbo boost or it still gets to a decision. You're going to have some dude approach you. And you and Shelby are soulmates, by the way, too. I kid you not. Within the next 2 months, you're just going to be out about doing your business. Some dude's going to walk out. He might actually be in his uniform or something. And he's going to seriously hit on you. Then meanwhile, Anthony's coming up with 1,000,001 reasons why the divorce can't happen. And I still wind up working stuff out. Yeah, Five of Swords. He doesn't want it any more than you do with the Chariot. You know, by July, this divorce and all this mess is a big thing of the past. Totally. I know he filed for it, but him filing for it with the Three of Swords, that was actually his breaking him of his his whole avoidant tendencies. He doesn't want to do it. All right, you don't. Ace of Pentacles, and you guys get to start fresh and close this cycle out. King of Pentacles to the World card. That might be what it is. You get flirted on and hit on, and then you're like, I don't need your drama. I don't need your drama, Anthony. What, dude? What if like you hit it, be like, well, I don't know if we need to talk about this anymore because I'm getting hit on now. And he's like, what? No, you can't get hit on. Oh, that's it. I'm calling the whole divorce off. And then he ghosts the court date, right? And then like shows back up a month later, and you guys are together forever, and everything's fine. Mm-hmm. I swear by my birthday, y'all are everything's just fine. And you've been hit on. And you've been hit on, Michelle Mabel. Mm-hmm. By somebody in the army. Is it the flight suit? Do you just like the way the flight suits look? Oh, okay, somebody in the Air Force. And we don't need third-party vibes. We don't need to start another. Yeah, okay, back to the Chariot vibes, where Anthony overcomes the obstacles by Cancer season and opens the door back up. I'm surprised knowing you, which is cute, is that like he's gonna call this first time, like, hey, I need to know about the blah blah blah. I need to know about that shelving unit that's in the closet or something. And you're like, you know what? I'm just not even playing with this anymore. We're not getting divorced. Would you stop it and come home? And he's just like, okay. You're just like, no, Anthony. Okay. I swear. You can't tell when someone else says, oh, this one you'll know. Danger zone. I'm hearing Top Gun 2, highway to the danger zone. Anyways, I'm just calling it as I see it. I'm just the speaker box. Michelle's getting hit on. I'll go tell Anthony. I'll text Anthony and be like, bro, I saw your woman picking up her Starbucks, right? And the dude behind her in line hit on her. He was looking at her butt the whole time in line, and when she turned around to walk out, he said, hi, how are you? I'll tell Anthony. I don't mind. I'll tell him whatever. Was there a guy behind you staring at your butt in line at Starbucks? Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Could have been. Maybe there probably is a timeline where you went to a Starbucks and a guy checked your butt out. I don't know. Men are gross sometimes like that. So did it happen? Totally could have happened. Possibly. Maybe. Who knows? Anyways. Why is God saying that Anthony needs to get a little bit more jealous of you? I don't know. I don't understand. It's not my place to understand. I just read the script. Okay. Whatever God pumps in up here, I just read it. Let's go with this one for a minute. Doobie doo. Sage Moon, you're at 4733. 4733. I'll do it, Michelle. Oh my God, Anthony, I saw it. I'll do it like Napoleon Dynamite. Anthony, she was online chatting with dudes all day. Guys that go to the gym, guys that walk, run, swole guys. He'll be like, no, she's not. I'll be like, oh my God, yeah, all day. You should see every guy at my live streams. Every guy's all over like a short overcoat. And he's like, no, you're lying. I'm like, maybe, I don't know. I'm actually not allowed to lie. So that means there's a timeline. Every man in this chat right now, stop staring at Michelle. Her eyes are up there. Okay. Sage Moon Gem, you're going to be at 4816. This is a family-friendly channel, everybody. Stop staring at Michelle. Okay. All right, anyways. Sage Moon. All right, Scorpio vibes. Next actions. What's up with Kate? Scorpio, the High Priestess. Oh, how Scorpio of him. He's hiding his feelings that he wants an Ace of Pentacles with you. If I didn't know better, he's quietly sussing you out in order to... He's not saying anything behind the scenes. He totally thinks you guys are soulmates. He's the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool card. 2 confirmations that he's going to get started on something with the Queen of Cups. Your Scorpio's actually falling in love with you, and your Scorpio's having a hard time processing it so much that even I've just rubbed my forehead like, dude, your Scorpio is one of the ones. What did we call that earlier? Brain analysis. What do we call it? Brain fog, brain whatever, brain overload. Your Scorpio's in brain overload because you're shorting them out. You're causing a bare wire to touch bare metal up there that he's like, what the? Oh, I'm feeling some type of way right now. So he's being quiet because he's trying to be cool about it. Okay. I have to go masked magician again and reveal the guy code. I don't care. That's fine. So the thing is, he's trying to play it cool and not be all over you like a Cancer and be like, oh my God, I kind of really like you, Sage Moon Jen. You want to meet my family and can we get married on Friday? He's trying to slow his roll and be cool. Like, I'm not that interested. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just doing me right now. I'm just laying low, focusing on my baloney. Oscar Mayer hot dog wiener truck baloney. Because Fool card to the Seven of Pentacles, he's trying to keep his hustle up. He's gonna start trying to flirt with you a little more openly. Because I see during Aries season, the floodgates pop like the frickin' Hoover Dam. Okay, so that's the thing on this one, is that he's emotionally keeping it held back to try to play it cool, like he's not anywhere near as interested in you as he really in reality is. That would figure. You have that effect on people. Queen of Cups to the Two of Cups on the Two of Pentacles. Within the next 2 weeks, the floodgates will open up, and your Scorpio is going to be like, oh my God, I think you're the one. I think this is it. Because when Scorpio does do that, when it finally does happen to a Scorpio, they do turn into a little bit of a Cancer. All the water signs turn into a little bit of a Cancer. Once they open up and become vulnerable, all the water signs turn very lovey-dovey. Very lovey-dovey and just like nurturing. Hey, can I do for you? That's the vibe I see going for you in about the next 2 weeks, all right? He's sussing you out, and he's like, is it safe to proceed? Is it safe to open up? And I'm like, yes, Kay. Retract the Scorpio stinger. You don't need the stinger. Put the stinger in the holster. He's like, but I'm ready. I'm like, nothing to worry about. Sage Moon Gem is cool. He'll open up. Okay, Katie. What's up, KT? In a big black horse and a cherry tree. Woo. Are you really KT Tunstall? I loved that song. I jammed that song on my Walkman many, many times. I had the CD Discman that was hooked up through the tape deck on my Thunderbird. I had that, and I played your song. Okay, you're gonna be at 5126. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to give away your real identity. I'm sorry. I do it to Casey Musgraves all the time too. I'm sorry. In the big chair. Woo-hoo. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Fool card, and the Nine of Swords. What I do see behind here is that what you don't see coming behind the scenes on this one is that with the Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, he's going to start breadcrumbing. He's coming out of a breadcrumbing year and getting ready to proceed forward during Aries season with a fresh start with you. And I can actually get it pinned down somewhere around the crossover point. Okay, your connections opens up and starts energizing around Aries Taurus cusper season. Now I'm feeling 422 because the way 4 breaks down to a 2, it's a whole numerological thing going on. But your person plans to open up around the Aries Taurus cusper season. Apparently they need the fire of Aries with the grounded stability of Taurus to feel safe to proceed. So the breadcrumbing era ends when we get near Aries Taurus cusper season. So it gives you a little bit of a timeline, all right? Because God knows how frustrated it has been and how long that you have been waiting. You're like, I'm sick of seeing the signs. Don't need to keep seeing the signs. Would like to talk to him instead. God's like, go ahead, Archer. Let her know when it's going to happen so that we can. You knew he was a bit of a tough cookie to crack. However, he's totally cracking in a good way. It's not like a bad cookie cracking. It's a good way. This is a good cookie crumble. Because right now with the Nine of Swords, it's still a bit of that Sunday scaries. The silence and the time and how long the silence is drives you a little batty. But so that gives you a little bit of a timeline. Ace of Swords. The hate text will show up in the next, 8 days a week. All right. Hope that helps. You're welcome. And thank you for all the music. You're awesome. All right. Annalyn. All right, AF. Let's see what we got for you. AF's going to be at, let's do 5330. All right, let's do 5330. All right, AF. When Trev reaches out, will he come with an apology and the truth? Is he planning to soon? All right. The Eight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, now I do see he will come soon. I do see that'll happen. Two of Swords, the next 2 to 4 weeks, things will change. Now, in the Eight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands, the only reason he's not going to apologize is because he thinks you guys are flirting. He thinks this is still a thing, right? That it's some buildup by taunting each other. So I don't see him apologizing, but I do see the conversation happening, okay? In that it's not so much a direct apology because he's going to feel like he hadn't done nothing wrong, that the way he was trying to flirt and make you jealous and all that stuff, and you were countering it back, like he thought it was a thing. So I see he changes Eight of Pentacles. He's willing to work on stop being such a little passive-aggressive bully and really be all in on it. But You might have to explain it to him a little bit more to try to get the apology part because he thinks you like the banter. Okay? So I do see the conversation coming up for you guys to put that era behind you guys, but he might do one of those, oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know it affected you that way. That sort of a thing. It's weird because he really thinks you're okay with it and he thinks it's the banter until he's ready, right? Yeah, 10 of Pentacles and the Death card. It is the end of this era, though. So some point during Aries season, he'll outgrow that phase, and you guys can at least have the combo of like the "I won't do it anymore" combo. But in his mind, I don't see him 8 of Swords. I don't see him like fully being like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done it that way." All right. So that might be where he needs a little clarification of how it was hurting, and then it'll come out a bit more. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was hurting you. I thought it was okay. That sort of vibe. So it is an apology, but it's not like I knew what I was doing because he thinks you like it. Okay. All right. Girl in Love is going to be at 5538. All right. What we got for Girl in Love? Does B love me? Does B? Yes, he does. Does B love her? Does B love her? Strength card. Yes, he does. He just has a hard time showing love because of what he's been through. 7 of Wands, the Temperance, the King of Swords into the 3 of Pentacles. Do understand that like the guardian angels are working to get him out of a very stuck place, but he's so far down this well. The problem on it is 7 of Wands, the sorry not sorry card. The problem on this is he does love you. In his energy, he feels like the current status, the current situation, the King of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, his current life, his current situation. He feels very stuck there in the fact that it seems very overwhelming to him, that he's not sure a way to cut it out. He's almost like, I have buried myself so far down into this current living situation that I don't know how to get out of it. That sort of a thing. He's telling me that he loves you. But he's like, Archer, I can't just like walk out the front door, hop in the car and leave and go to her. I want to, but like I'm stuck in a lot of crap here. I let this whole red tape thing get too intertwined, too entangled, and I'm trying. He's trying to wherever he's at and whatever he's doing with whomever there, he's trying to make their life a living hell in order to get rid of them. He's trying to get them to like quit so he doesn't have to fire them, if that makes sense. Okay? He wants you. He feels very stuck. That's the only problem on it. Okay? So I see with what he's doing, you kind of know him. You know his attitude. You know how he is, and you know what happens when he gets somewhere he don't want to be. He's gonna make the people around his life until he's isolated. Yeah. And then Fool card to the Hierophant. Again, somewhere around the Aries Taurus energy, he will make the people around him so mad and frustrated that even all of them are sitting there saying, just go be with Girl in Love. Just get out of here and go be with her. That sort of a vibe. All right. Ace of Swords. He totally knows exactly what he's doing too. He's like, please let Girl in Love know that I'm working on it. I'm making everybody around me miserable until they tell me to get out. I'm like, why don't you just walk out? Never fire them, make them quit. Never fire them, make them quit. That was one of my mottos when I was a sales manager in the car industry. I was like, never fire somebody, make them quit. God, I don't miss that Archer. Ugh. Actually, that's not, Archer doesn't even want credit for that. That was before Archer's persona even existed. So yeah, that Archer don't get credit for unawoke me. Anyways, but you're welcome. Okay, do understand he wants you. If he had a way to cut bait, get out, pull the ripcord, press turbo boost, hit the ejection seat, and pop out the T-top, he'd be there. He'd be there. Right now, it's not that easy for him. There's a lot of energetical spider webby 9 of Wands red tape to unwind. He's working on it. All right, and he's working on it because he does love you. And yep, there's a little bit of fear in his mind that it's going to take too long, that you'll have found someone else or moved on by the time he does destruct everything, yet he's still going for it. Okay, so I hope that helps. All right, do Carla, what's up, Carla Van Johnson? What are you doing, Carla Vanessa? I love that name, Vanessa. We got 2 Vanessas today. I know it's your middle name, but you know what I mean. All right, let's see. You're going to be at 5929. And we're going to do another one of these cards and copies on Monday. Or wait, yeah, tomorrow I have to do 6 individual sign readings, so I won't do a cards and copy tomorrow, but starting Monday, they'll be back on the afternoons. All right, I'm thinking we'll do a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday in the afternoons. All right, about this time, like a 3:30ish time, something like that, Eastern time. Okay, let's see. A little bit of ready for something new in the career and an energy check between you and the Virgo. Okay, got you. I got you, girl. The World cards on the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. On his side of the fence, oh wow, Six of Cups, Six of Wands, Justice card, and the Two of Wands. What I do see is the people that are around your Virgo right now are in his life to kind of show him the light that his Six of Wands success lies in with you. Okay? He's either got friends that know of you and your existence that are telling him Carla's the right fit, or it's just the people around him. He's just not digging the vibes. And he's like, man, this is making me miss Carla more and more. Okay? So I do see a throwback here the next 6 days to 6 weeks that you have a Six of Wands, a high five, a great success, in that he does reach out with the Justice card of the Two of Wands and chooses you this time after balancing inside of him with the Justice card, getting his left brain, right brain, masculine, feminine in charge. Basically, he's grown up and he's ready for you. He's ready for a commitment. Okay? Now, I do see this will happen. I'm going to stick with that original prognosis just due to free will factors, that it's 6 days to 6 weeks. Now, on the work home front, you want something different, don't you? Like you have a dream or a plan of like being on your own, being self-employed. I don't know if you just want to be a life coach or do something like that. With the World card, it's confirming your current job has ran its course. That's why you've reached a point of no further advancement, movement, or motivation. You've reached the wall. You've reached the ceiling. You know what I mean? And now you're just staring at it. Are you somewhere? Sorry, Carla. Anyways, because that's what it is. Because work leaves you that way right now. That by the time you get home from work, you're staring at the ceiling again, lost inside a feeling. So you are being guided to go and start something new, but never cut your nose to spite your face. If you're going into if your dreams are of a self-entrepreneurial side of things, it takes 3 years for any business to get off the ground. Understand it and respect it. But if not, and you're just looking to go in another direction, don't quit the current job until you find the replacement job, especially in today's job market. You have the potential of either being self-employed or working remote. Okay, this gives you some more freedom to embrace your own passions, create your own side hustle, and actually wind up in 2 sources of income. If I didn't know better, it's like that you're a barber. See how this says celebrity stylist on the Knight of Pentacles? It's the energy of that you're currently a barber and you work at Bo Ricks, right? Okay. And your dream is to have your own salon, right? Your own place. It's kind of that vibe. So go ahead and milk Bo Ricks for the insurance and the paycheck while you're starting your business up until you're comfortably financially there so that you can tell Bo Ricks to pound sand. Okay. But yeah, where you're working right now is ran its course. I'm thinking by Leo season this year, you're in another line of work. Okay. Might even time just around the time Virgo shows back up that everything just kind of rock and rolls for you. High five, Six of Wands, great success. Dig it. Boom. Boom goes dynamite. Mic drop, Archer out. That Virgo will be back. Your Virgo loves you. Carla, your Virgo's just cutting out the third party energies, whether it's a person, a place, thing, or a mindset. Your Virgo just had to cut some stuff out, pay off some karmic debt, and then they're coming your way all about you. That's all. Okay, Aisha, doo. What does Aisha need to know? Let's find out. Okay, Aisha, you're going to be at 103.20. Ooh, apparently this part. The Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Do you understand that right now you and your husband are in a stage of still getting to know each other? Because you guys got married and got back together so quick, he can still put a little bit of the ick into your mind with his emperorish kind of ego. He does actually choose you 10 of Pentacles for something long term, and that you guys are still just in the stage. Because you got remarried and wrecked together and everything so quick, you kind of did it a little bit backwards. Not in a bad way. It's just that you got married first and now you're getting to be friends, each other's allies. Okay. So a big part on this here is like you being there for him without making him feel unemasculated for the problems he's having at work and that, because I see that subsiding. I actually do see that there's some people being let go in the workplace. That I think is his problem. I think his workload is too overwhelmed. I think this will be fixed up around Taurus season. I guarantee you his company is just trying to get through like first quarter, and then they'll rehire people. It's probably something to do with taxes or something where they're trying to make the company look bad. Something's like, trust me, I have an awesome accountant. I have, oh my God, so many write-offs. Oh my gosh, I just barely break even. It pays to pay for a good accountant. Anyways, on the High Priestess with the Wheel of Fortune to the Magician. Oh my God, I know. Archer Publications. I mean, we barely even touch black. It's horrible. Anyways, Shadow LLC say what? But no, what I do see on this is that once his company gets through whatever crap they're trying to pull, then they're going to hire some replacements, re-DV the workout, and your husband's work life will calm down. Okay? It will get a little bit better. So at the moment, it's work stresses because they're all worried about the bottom line and all that stuff, but then it'll subside, come back around, and it can get better. He does stay quiet a lot because he doesn't want you to think he's less of a man, and then you don't love him as much, or it doesn't get your Ace of Wands working. So he tries to hide it all, but work frickin' sucks for him right now, just so you know. Like, if I didn't know better, Aisha, I would swear to God he's a nurse, and here's why I'm saying it, because here's what he needs, okay? Here's a guy code. Here's a guy code hack for you, okay, Aisha? Because you guys are going to stay married for a long time. All right, so I'm going to throw you the guy code. I'm that masked magician from Fox. In the fact that his work sucks and he's so scared that if he tells you about it, that he'll be under mask. If I didn't know better, I'd swear he was a nurse, because it's those nurse. I think I brought it up with you when we were talking about this before, that it's that nurse John on TikTok or Instagram. The fact that his work life sucks so bad, when he comes home and he's quiet and you start getting upset or thinking he's mad at you, and then it gets you feeling awkward and you're trying to be patient for things to work out. Literally, if you just walked in with like a whole bottle of wine and or maybe in his case, it's like you walk in and hand him a beer and a bag of pretzels and turn sports on the TV and be like, I'll just be in the back of the house for a little bit doing me. Like, he'd be like, oh my God, you're my empress. And he would literally follow you to the back of the house from that point. All right. It's a bit of like his own reassurance needed, because he's trying so hard to be a good husband and his work life is really making it really hard for him. Okay. All right. Hope that helps. All right, Nana Little. All right, let's see what we got for you. Nana Little, you're going to be at 106.50. Okay, it's taking forever for my person to get back to me, and I'm sad. What should I do? All right, let's see what we got for Nana Little. There we go. All right, we have the Knight of Swords, the Protest Organizer, the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Emperor, into the Nine of Swords. Do understand that even though there is silence right now, that with this Knight of Swords, God is putting things in place behind the scenes, okay? It's not happening as quick as you want it to, but if it happened a moment quicker, it would not work out well, right? Do understand that your person is watching you with the Page of Swords to the Emperor, even though they're still in their ego, still a little bit of that kick of not knowing what to do with themselves and finding themselves a bit, okay, to be ready to be a long-term partner. One of the best things to do right now is to understand that it is working out. And the reason you keep seeing the signs on repeat nonstop, Nana Little, is that God is like literally throwing you a little bit of a reminder that, like, hey, you keep seeing that repeating number or that sign. Whenever you see it, God's saying, we are working on your person for you. It's a big project, but we don't want you to think it's not happening or your person's moved on, hasn't forgot about you. The signs are God's way of letting you know it is still happening. It is still a thing. He's just not there yet. Okay. And if he did show up one moment sooner with this Four of Swords self-care, he would wind up in a breadcrumbing energy in the Queen of Swords. It wouldn't make it through the rest of the year. Okay. So by giving him the time to come back together, it makes it through the rest of the year and into the next year and into the Ten of Pentacles foreverness. If he came back a moment sooner, it wouldn't work out. Okay. It's this short-term delay leads to a long-term relief. Okay. Do remember, you are allowed to free will disconnect from it at any time you want. God will always provide another open door for you to find love. But this guy is really worth the wait. If he wasn't, you would have already moved on and you wouldn't need me to answer the question. The Five of Wands, he's learning his lessons. In the Nine of Cups, he does see you as a blessing in his life right now. And you will have some confirmations, little communications, and something to let you know that it's progressing around the full moon in Libra. And that's coming up right at the beginning of April. Okay, I think I got to check the astrology. I think it's only like 2 weeks away before we hit that full moon in Libra. It's like what, around April 4th, April 5th. I haven't had a chance to even start prepping my Titanic posts for April, for Titanic month, where I do that whole build up from April 1st all the way to April 15th. Actually, I go to usually the 17th or the 20th when Carpathia made it to New York. But similar vibes on this one. Okay. around that full moon in Libra that comes up in April, you will get some clarity, some confirmation, and even a little communication to let you know it is still moving in the right direction. The Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. Now, Corda, you're going to be at 109.49. All right, let's see what we got. 109.49 for Cordum. I missed you too, Cordum. How you doing? How you been? The Hermit card. Yeah, you have been off the grid. We haven't seen you in a minute. You're like, Archer, it's been a minute. Sun card, but it's getting better all the time. Can't get no worse. I know that's what John Lennon said. The Queen of Wands, and the Sun, and the Hermit. What I want to let, oh my God, look what's down here. It's the Six of Wands. Cordum, you got, it's only next week, and that's actually sooner than I thought. Thanks, Mel. All right, check this out. You got the Six of Wands, great success that comes in on the Nine of Wands, and the fact that you got an apology coming. All right. Now, here's the vibe on this one. I want the 3D artist position. You've already applied for the job you're going to get. They're going to reach back out and come back to you. Okay. So I'm being told you've already gotten it, but that they internally hired somebody else. If this was a love reading, I would say your person picked the wrong person and now they want to come back and pick you, which is what they should have done in the first place. In this case, for a work reading, it's that you already applied for the company that you're supposed to get. And if I didn't know better, somebody else had a freaking cousin or something that really has no clue what they're doing, right? 3D artist, right? And yeah, so somebody that draws like old Disney flip books where they reuse, like, did you guys notice that? Did you guys notice how that one scene in Winnie the Pooh is the same as the Jungle Book, where Mowgli's climbing up the mountain top, and it's the same as Christopher Robin and Pooh. It's that somebody's going in there that's not going to work on it. So you've actually already applied to the job. You will get a new job coming in before Aries season is over. And I actually see, I don't know how, but you're going to actually be in one that makes you a little insta famous in the fact that it's like a 3D job, but if I didn't know better, maybe you're going to wind up at Disney. You might. I don't know. But whatever it is, something makes you a little famous in the public eye. Like maybe you do 3D renderings for, are you going to make AI posts for people's companies, the Instagrams? You could go viral. It'd be like the best 3D graphics artist in the industry. I don't know the graphics artist industry that much, but I'm pretty sure there's got to be a Beatles of like 3D graphic art, right? Like if you're in the music industry, everybody knows the Beatles, right? There's got to be that in like 3D graphic art in the industry, that you become one of those. Okay? Queen of Wands to the Seven of Wands. Straight up. You have a company that reaches back out. Sorry, not sorry, made the wrong decision. You know, they'll do some HR blah, blah, blah BS line. But in the Fool card, though, they ask during Aries season, you get a job. They choose you and they choose right. By Taurus, you're seriously an Instagram guru. I love that for you with the Star card. You are actually going to be very known in your industry at the job you do get. Nine of Swords, the Emperor, and the Tower. You will actually take over and run the company. You will make it into like an upper level management team lead position. Current business owner or current manager leaves and you've done so well on it. I think in the next 9 months, you are like aim high up at the company. Okay. And it's one you've applied for. All right, Nancy, you have you wait, hold it, Cordum. Have you thought about doing a remote work in 3D? Have you thought about like just contracting yourself out? Dude, I'd hire you for some graphics. I suck at title cards. I want like really good title cards. I suck at making title cards. Oh my gosh, you might actually go into a self-employed direction. Make bucks. Dude, totally. All right, let's see. Fancy Nancy, you're gonna be at 113.39. All right, Nancy, what we got for Nancy Pants? What's up for Fancy Nancy Pants? What's up for Fancy Nancy Pants? All right, alone time today or this weekend with Matsu. Let's see, here we go. Definitely not today on the 5 of Cups. And I'm literally being told it's because he doesn't feel good. Like he's just sick. He might even tell you he went home from work today or something. If he made it through the workday, I'm impressed at him. That's not bad. All right, world card. Oh, you got a brunch date with the Ace of Cups. Swipe right. Okay, yeah, weekend. Totally. Yeah, I still do want to go to a driving range. I gotta call a couple buddies about that. Anyways, meanwhile, back at your reading, yeah. Okay, not today. I'm telling you, he's sick. It's actually just seasonal allergies. He'll be fine. Okay. I see brunch and the Ace of Cups. So the plans are made digitally. Like he texts you, you text him back. What are you doing over the weekend? You want to go and get something to eat? Okay. I'm laying odds that it's on Sunday. I have a 5 of Pentacles and a 10 of Pentacles, which says Saturday, not so good. Saturday, no buenos, not great success comes in. However, Sunday, great success. I think you guys will hang out, have a little brunch, go out and get a little food. All right, have some herbs. And now here's the thing, though. I don't see any Juans. There's no Juans. There's an Ace of Cups. He might be thinking with his heart chakra and not his Ace of Wands chakra. Oh, God. What did you do to him, Nancy? You're making a guy fall in love, Nance. King of Wands. The big divine energy comes out on this one. There's our Juans with the 8 of Wands. Oh, that's a lot of Juans. That's a big wand with the 8 of Wands coming out on there, Nancy. Nancy, he's literally obsessed with you. Nancy, I think you use too much manifestation power. You gotta, dude, he's becoming literally obsessed with you. Not in a weird, creepy, goony kind of way, but like literally, he's like in a Dusty Springfield's kind of way. Don't know what it is that makes him love you so. He only knows he never wants to let you go. Cause you've started something, can't you see? That ever since you met, you've had a hold on him. 6 of Pentacles, Temperance, it happens to be true. He only wants to be with you. 2 of Pentacles, work-life balance. This man is starting to make more time for you, Nancy. This man is starting to make more time for you. The Hierophant to the High Priestess. By Taurus season, he's gonna start being 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. He's gonna start being on you like a short overcoat. I'll tell you what. He's gonna start asking you to leave your family for him. I think you use too much manifestation because it's like not just a, very nice. How much? It's gone into I want to marry you. Here's an engagement ring, and it's getting a little freaky. It's getting a little scary, freaky deaky. You're gonna disappear off the grid on Sunday. Both you two are. Oh my gosh, sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. Anyways, what? I don't know. Nancy, 6 months ago, he wouldn't even show you any attention. Now here we are now where you got him opening his heart chakra up, falling in love with you, and things are going weird. You know what I mean? Hey, Charlene. What's up, darling? I missed you. How you doing? All right, 1444. Whom's screen name I totally think is cool. I'm going to use a new deck for you. Okay, let's see. All right, let's put you over at 11737. 11730. Why did I turn that off? Hold on. Sorry, I hit a button. I hit a button. Typical Archer hits a button he shouldn't have hit. I can't help it. I'm a born button presser. You grow up watching Knight Rider as a kid. You like pressing buttons. Okay, what should I be prepared of? What should I be prepared of? Cool. Page of Cups, a freaking love offer. Whoa. Hi, Karen. What up, Karen Palomero? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'll just say hi, Karen. That was probably better. The Tower, the Queen of Cups, and the Judgment card. What you need to be prepared of, Cici, is that with the Page of Cups, the Tower card, expect the unexpected. He's gonna reach out, and he's gonna ask you if you guys can work things out. All right? Look, you're literally typing it, that something's coming out of the blue in love. You're absolutely right. The cards are backing you up. The Page of Cups to a Tower. The one that started the Tower moment in your guys' life, in your guys' relationship, that bailed, self-destructed, pulled the ripcord, hit the ejection seat, and bailed out Tower card moment you won't suspect it. You'll be asleep or something, and the phone will ring in the middle of the night or something. You'll be like, what's this? And it's going to be his phone number on the caller ID screen. You're going to be like, what? Queen of Cups to Judgment. Upon reflection in the time apart, and by you allowing him the time and space needed to heal and find himself, it's also allowed him the time to find out that you're the one that he's in love with. Your intuition, Cici, is hitting on point on this one, where you're like, I just know something's getting ready to happen. That's why you keep seeing the signs, to let you know, don't give up. You are extremely close, even though it's close and in the silence. 5 of Pentacles. He's done the shadow work card. Look at this. I love the card. I love this card in this deck. This card in the Sunflower deck is awesomeness. This card is limitless. This card can be anything you wish it to be. Okay? In this case, it's your Four of Wands. It's your reunion card and the rewards for you allowing him the time and the space needed without freaking out and going, I know he's with somebody else. I know he's moved on. Instead, you did the right thing. And you were like, I love him. And it's going to hurt me, but I'm going to give him the time. I'm not going to stalk him. I'm not going to blow his phone up. I'm going to give, like, you let go and let God. And you were like, you did the whole, if it's meant to be, it will be. If they love you, let them go and they'll come back, etc. and so forth. It's working. That's why your intuition is pinging and you're like, something's getting ready to happen, isn't it? God's like, yup, right? You should assign the most weirdest sign in the world, okay, to your person. Like, pick something extremely impossible to see, right? Like if it were me, I'd say, I want to see a left-handed Rickenbacker guitar, right? In the Beatles, John Lennon was the right-handed one, and then Paul was the lefty. I'm used to seeing left-handed Hofner basses, right? And we're used to seeing right-handed Rickenbackers, John's little black and white, little short scale, short neck guitar, right? You could set something like, okay, God, I want to see a left-handed short scale Rickenbacker 325, black jet glow finish, right? Whatever. Interpret it in your way. And God would be like, bet, hold my cloud. And you're left-handed. Shut the front door. What up? Great success. We're soulmates. I was born left-handed, but thanks to the Sag grandmas, I was retrained to do right-handed, and I wound up being ambidextrous. It blew my mind, Cici, because I wanted this guitar. I wanted Ted to be left-handed too, but no Guitar Center had a left-handed one. They had to order it, and I'm like, I don't want to order it. I want to take it home with me today. So they're like, well, then you got to take a right-handed one. I actually play the guitar right-handed really good. I've been curious. I've been thinking that I might buy a right-handed Hofner just to see, like, how do I play bass right-handed? It's wild, right? But anyways, back at the ranch, somehow all that ties into something. Maybe your boo is a Beatles fan or a musician or something. He'd be the one guy with me to be like, Archer, I know everything you were just talking about. Eight of Swords. He's going to unstick himself. Two of Wands, the King of Cups. By you giving him the time needed to choose him. First, he chose himself, right? King of Cups is the cup of self-love, self-care, polishing the inside of the cup, not the outside of the cup, right? Queen of Cups wears the heart on the sleeve, okay? By allowing him the time needed for him to find himself and achieve a King of Pentacles emotional maturity, that's what's allowing him to come back and be all about you, okay? Your intuition is pinging on this. The Eight of Pentacles, he's working on approaching. Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. This has got to, it's sooner than later. Let me see if I can give you an estimated timeline on what you're pulling in, because you are right. Two of Pentacles, the Temperance, Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is what's standing out strong to me. Something about Taurus season. The Six of Pentacles is Taurus, and Six of Pentacles reversed is a breadcrumbing card, but upright's balanced and mature. Temperance to the Two of Pentacles. Something about him taking action during Taurus season and him not like, I don't want to have this. If I didn't know better, I'd swear he was a Taurus, and he's like, I don't want to spend this birthday alone. And so it starts out as a little bit of a selfishness, but God's like, we have to, just like with me, how he puts stuff into my head so I know what messages to give. He like shows me the Titanic, or shows me a left-handed Rickenbacker guitar, right? That kind of a vibe. In that on his side of the fence, it's the same thing. In that, like, God's like, okay, in order for you to be ready to be in a relationship, we have to appeal to your selfishness, whatever. So it becomes a little bit of like, I don't want to be alone. I want Cici with me. Oh my God, he is a Taurus. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I'm not freaking out. I'm only freaking out. Actually, my hairs are standing up too. But that's the vibe on this one, is that he gets to a point of like, he's like, I've been alone long enough. I found myself. I don't want to be alone anymore. Okay. And you're like, wait, Archer, what if he goes in another direction? He's not going in another direction. Not a chance. You want to know a little bit of a thing? Hi, Gypsy Jamboree. What up, what up? You want to know the other thing? Yeah, Queen of Wands. Oh, yep. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Eight of Wands. It's a lot of Wands. Cici, just so you know, you guys are the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Okay. You guys have a little baby. You can name the baby Juan. But anyways, the thing my name's Juan. He can't get his Ace of Wands up for anybody else. He's not going in any other direction. When you guys come into this high of a level of a divine counterpart status, King and the Queen of Wands, the passion shows both of your guys' Ace of Wands only pumps for each other. Your hearts beat for you guys. All right? I'm telling you what, Cici. He cannot even go online and watch those kind of movies. Doesn't do a thing for him. Doesn't do a thing for him. The only time his Ace of Wands gets activated is when he thinks about you. All right? And that's a little bit of the guy's code getting revealed too. That's how the guy knows it's the one, right? When every other woman on the planet is Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day, and UCC is the one that gets his motor running. Anyway, that's apparently how your man knows you're the one. God speaks to all of us in our own languages. All right, so you are on point and ready for it. I want to say it happens in Taurus season, especially now we figured out it's his birthday. The Four of Wands. I love my job. You are the coolest boss ever. Oh my God. Why would anybody ever sell their soul as the devil? You are like the way cooler boss. Boom, Four of Wands. He's your twin, isn't he? You guys are on point for a reunion. Aries, and you guys will talk during Aries season and make plans to be together for his birthday in Taurus season. Knight of Cups, great success. You are on point that he's getting ready to open up. Your rewards for your patience will not go unrewarded. Nana Little, you got me a coffee. I love you. Nature Girl. Nature Girl. Hold on a second. Nature Girl, even if you're not here, we're going to give Nature Girl a timestamp. Hold on a second. Let me switch over to another screen real quick. Here we go. Okay, I got you. All right, hold on. Okay, gotcha. All right, we're going to use the sunflower deck for this one too, Mel. Okay. Nature Girl. Oh yeah, I'll just email you back, Nature Girl. Okay, 12644 is Nature Girl. Okay. All right, Nature Girl. Let's see. Nathan backed out of the purchases. Need some guidance. Carrie went back to Mexico late last week. Let me know. Oh, okay, that part there. Okay, let's see what we got. Give me 3 cards on Nathan, 3 cards on Carrie, and however many clarifiers I need to get the answers. Let's go. The Two of Cups. The Empress is reversed. The Three of Wands and the Fool card. All right, now what I do see on this one, Nathan backed out of the purchase for finances, okay? Yeah, Empress reversed. He didn't have the bucks to bring the dream to fruition, okay? He wanted to, but then he saw the dollars and he got... Here's the thing, he's got the money. Oh my God, he's just like me. He's got the money and he's like, oh God, I don't want to do that. I don't want to buy that. Oh God, that might hurt that. Oh God. But then he sees like a $3,000 computer and he goes out and just buys it. But this one he backed out because he's like, oh no, don't know if I should. Don't know if I should. Yeah. And the Three of Wands. What I do see on this one, for this one, you could carry on to find another buyer. However, I do see after about a course of 3 weeks that he reaches back out because he still wants it. That's the thing. You can't deny an Empress. If this was a love reading, Nature Girl, I'd be sitting there going, man, he'll be back, kind of a vibe. But in the fact that this is a purchase on this one with the Empress, Two of Cups, it is the right purchase. He's backed up. He's rethinking his option. And the Fool card shows before the end of Aries season, he actually calls back up and says, you know what, I changed my mind again, and I do want to drive. Originally, the initial back out was because he thought he couldn't afford it. Okay. All right. Now, yeah, even the Page of Pentacles down here. He'll reach back out and be like, on second thought, I can't afford it. I was doing the build and price on the Grand Cherokees the other night because I think I'm at the point that I'm not stupid. I've built cars. I've built car motors. I've built 3 Knight Rider replicas. I've had to rebuild 305 small block Chevys my whole life. So the thing I'm like, I know my Jeep's got a lifter tick. I'm not going to go dump 25 grand into that thing when I can go put 25 grand down on a brand new 0-mile Grand Cherokee. But then I got stupid about it. I'm like, I want the basic model Laredo. I don't want any options. I turned into my grandfather. And I was like, I just need a crank radio and standard mirrors and crank. And then I stopped and I'm like, you for 4 years, Archer, have had to, every time you wanted the sunroof open, you've had to unclip it and take it up and store it. So I'm like, no. And then I looked at it and I priced out a fully loaded overland Grand Cherokee sunroof tow package, stretch job, everything. And I looked at the pricing and I'm like, stop being a wimp. You can afford that. So that's the one I'm going to go place the order on. But anyways, it's a similar vibe in Nathan. Nathan is sitting going, oh, I can't afford it. I can't do it. Dude, shut up, Nathan. You can totally do it. Maybe Nathan's had a lot of people around him. It's like, oh, God, we're broke. We can't afford anything. In reality, Nathan's loaded. He's fine. Good Lord. How many different bank accounts does he have? Anyways, okay, let's see what's up with Carrie. Nathan will be back. You can move on and find another buyer too, and then tell them the price went up. Be like, I'm sorry, I got somebody else interested in it. Price just doubled. God, I used to do that in car sales too. God, Unawoke Archer was an ass. I could have had 6 little Jeep Compasses on the lot, but somebody called in and I'm like, that is the last silver Jeep Compass I've got. Are you going to come down tonight to test drive it? Oh, God, am I glad I don't do that anymore for a living. Anyways, there are good salesmen out there. Anyways, just so you know, Carrie is in a single status, okay? He's still touring the world, Knight of Pentacles, and finding his own way. The Wheel of Fortune of the Four of Swords shows that Carrie and you guys will talk. It's been held off a bit due to a little bit of a long-distance relationship type of a vibe, in the fact that both of you guys need real physical human interaction. It's not going to work on the digital stage. So for him to go back, what's going to happen to Carrie over the course of the next 4 weeks? He will be talking to you more, okay? He will talk to you more, Nature Girl. The thing on this is that over the course of the next 4 weeks, behind the scenes, as he does come into a little bit of opening up, a little more communications, what you don't see happening is behind the scenes, he is starting to make plans to get out of Mexico way and come your way. Okay? He likes the States. Don't know why. Anyways, but that's okay. It's cool. Tell him not to come to Michigan. All right? Tennessee's pretty. Anyways, but that's the thing. What you don't see going on the behind the scenes, Carrie went back home, went back to Mexico, and hates it now because you're not there. It's all different now. It's not the same. It is literally the first time I ever went to Nashville, Tennessee, right? I just went down to watch Caitlin in a concert once, flew home, got back home that weekend, Sunday night, and all of a sudden Michigan was never the same again. I'm like, it's really fun down there. So Carrie is kind of back. It's the example, Archer, example. The paging Dr. Beat, emergency. But it's that vibe. Carrie went back to Mexico, and he don't like a Mexico. He want to come be with you, okay? Straight time. All right, he's now back in Mexico, and it sucks. He doesn't even want the worm, doesn't give a hoot about the tequila no more. It's not even a good Taco Tuesday. It's like he's like the tacos aren't good. I mean, I want an American taco. I'm not going down. This is a family-friendly channel. We are not. That's a different set of standards and practices. What up, Taco? It wasn't. And I want the singer. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Put on red. Yep, I like Gene Wilder movies. You guys thought I was going to stick with the song too. Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. What I do see, Carrie's he's leaving Mexico. He's not going back to Mexico. It's not going down there. Doesn't like it down there no more. He likes the spiciness up here with you. Knight of Wands with the Page of Wands. He's going to come back here. Why am I talking like that? I am a grown man with a baritone voice from Detroit. He's going to come back and see you. He like it. You got the worm with the tequila. It's a very good time, you know. Him and Julio down by the schoolyard, they come talk about you. He hates it there. He literally hates. He's mocking it. He is mocking it. You know what I mean? So hey, just hang in there. All right, hang in there. Juan will be back. Juan will come back. His name's Juan. He'll be back. That's a lot. I'm gonna tell you what, Nature Girl. A page and a Knight of Wands definitely beats out an Eight of Cups. All right. You can't walk away from you. He's going to come back your way because you get his wand going. All right. So I do hope that helps. Every one of them, everybody that walks away from you, Nature Girl, they always wind up regretting it later. 10 of Pentacles. Told you you're going to sell the house. Page of Swords. He's already looking back in. Is it a house? I don't even know what we're talking about right now. But yeah, Page of Swords to the 10 of Pentacles. Nathan's already looking back into, God, I really, Queen of Cups loved it. I really wanted to buy that, but I couldn't afford it. And then he's sitting there going, oh my God, it's me buying anything. I can't afford that. I go into that stupid robot from Lost in Space all the time. Warning, danger, Will Robinson. We must make a purchase. Oh no, oh no. And I don't ever have to do that, you know? Hey, I've lived poor, I've lived rich. I'll take rich over poor any day. So it's Warren Buffett old money. And Nathan's going to do the same darn thing, nature. Going, I can't afford nothing. Oh, wait, I actually can't afford it. Yeah, stop. You only live once. You can't take it with you in the casket, Nathan. Go buy the thing. Just go buy it. That's what I tell myself. Can't put the money in the casket with me, so I'm going to enjoy it while I'm here. You know what I mean? That's why I'm picking out a Grand Cherokee Overland. I've been in a bouncy house Jeep Wrangler for 4 years. I think we've gone, I don't think we've even ever taken it to the sand dunes. We haven't. Why do I drive? I miss my freeway flyer. I miss having a freeway flyer. I miss it. I want air ride suspension. I want it to be smooth. And have you all seen the dashboard in the Grand Cherokee? Oh my God, it's like a digital push button touchscreen fun house. Wraparound dash look and everything. It's more Knight Rider looking than the Wrangler is. Anyways, did I do all the super chats? Are we good? I hope Nature Girl finds that. Make sure we timestamp Nature Girl. All right, you're all. I'm 7 minutes late for Punch Out. All right, I got to go Fred Flintstone and get the heck out of Dodge. I'm getting another Dodge. It's a Jeep. It's all Fiat anyways. Does it really matter anymore? Me personally would have that over a Ford, a GM, a Tesla, or any of that stuff. But that's just my personal preference. Suzuki Samurai. My buddy had one of those. Oh my God, I remember the Samurai. Those were good. Dude, that thing would probably hang with a Wrangler. We totally, I mean, dude, we were about mid-20s. We beat the heck out of his Suzuki, but it took it. It took it like a trooper. They didn't build them. That's why we had to have that cash for clunkers. That was the greatest conspiracy ever known to man. That was just to get rid of the cars that last 300,000 miles and put all these clunkers on the road. Literally, cash for clunkers totally meant something completely different. They'll give you money for your good car so you can go buy a clunker. That new cars are not built to last. 30 years from now, y'all, we will not be going to car shows being like, oh man, look, that dude's got a 2025 Dodge Challenger. It's the all-electric one. Anyways. Dude, let's go to that car show. I heard somebody brought their 2021 Tesla. It's the first generation. And that stuff's not going to happen. They're not 1969 Super Bees. Right? I love it. No, I don't know. I don't know. I think I outgrew the Knight Rider kit because it just becomes an 82 Firebird. And I'm like, no, I want something cooler. I need like a cool car. I don't know. Anyways. We're done? Okay, cool. Thanks, Mel. And that's the part I dig, Shelby. See, that's the thing I love tech. All my buddies grew up on Knight Rider, or not Dukes of Hazzard, and I watched Knight Rider. None of my buddies like Knight Rider. Like, that's stupid. Cars can't do that. I'm like, cars will be able to do that someday. Maybe Elon Musk and I went to school together. I don't know. Because that's all Elon Musk did. Elon's like, I just want to build a Knight Rider car. That's all. But the Batmobile, that'd be a fun one too. Dude, remember the original Batmobile, the one built on the Lincoln Futura? That it was a Lincoln concept car. It just made it to the auto. Oh, you had it. Crystal, you had an 89 Mustang? You had a Fox body? Oh, dude, bulletproof. I had the Thunderbird. I didn't have the Mustang. You had the Mustang. Oh my God, that's awesomeness. I dig it. That's like, maybe it would, like, for a fun car. It's like, I don't want an old muscle car as a fun car though. I want like a brand new fun car. I don't want one that every time I want to go out and start. Do you know how hard it is to power up and start a Knight Rider car to take it to a show? It's got to be hooked to 2 battery chargers. The dashboard drains the heck out of it. The light in the front does. I want to hop in like, I don't know, Lambo, Maserati. I don't know. I got to really look into it and see. Like, I want a cruiser car. I want a cruise car. You know what I mean? What would be a good cruise car for me? Let's say money's no object. And buy whatever I want. All right. What car do I buy? And it's not the daily driver. The Grand Cherokee will still be the daily driver with a tow package because you don't need a truck bed if you got trailers, and I have trailers. So it's like, we're cool. So it's like, yeah, I could get a Subaru. You want a Subaru? Shelby convert. Oh, remember the 08? Remember in 2008 they had what the heck was that called? It was the KR. It was a Mustang. Wasn't it a Shelby KR? Wasn't it a Shelby? I think it was a Shelby KR. Was that like GT 500 that Ford had? It was a Mustang. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. I would rock that. A Mustang would be kind of fun. Corvettes. I like the look of the new Corvette. I would buy it. I would buy a Grand Cherokee and a Challenger, except they turned the Challenger into an electric car, and I want a Hemi. If I have a Challenger in my driveway, that thing got to have a Hemi in it. Otherwise, there ain't no respect for a Challenger if it doesn't have a Hemi. I mean, if it's back in the good old days and it had a 383 or a 440, then it's a respectable Challenger. You can't roll up with an electric Challenger that has a speaker in it making sound effects. The Knight Rider cars do that. We always have the Knight Rider conversion people. We have to mount a loudspeaker, like a marine loudspeaker behind that front bumper. That's what makes the whoosh whoosh noise for the red light. When I first looked at the Dodge Challenger, when I was looking at cars here recently, I'm like, they put a speaker in it to make it sound like it's got an engine in it. I'm like, what? Like, that's the Knight Rider trick. And then water gets in the speaker and it don't work. It's like, what the heck? And I don't want a used car. I don't want used. I want to buy new. I want a new car. I want 2 0-mile cars sitting in my driveway. You know what I mean? Right. I need 2 good daily drivers, but I also want a really fun car. You know what I mean? I think we're done, aren't we? Now I'm not even doing tarot readings. Now we're just hanging out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either, but I'm supposed to be here doing tarot readings. And it's after 6. I'm supposed to be off work. We're just hanging. It's not work, it's fun. I don't go to work every day. I go to fun every day. Your hubs had a red convertible? See, I have a thing with red cars. I can't do red cars. It's so weird. You know how everything is energy in that. Anything I ever get red, I have problems with those things. I had a red snowmobile, engine blew up in it. And I wasn't raging on it. It was like a 2-up snowmobile. It was a grandpa cruiser. I blew the motor up in it. 2 different red vehicles I've owned over the years have both been involved in accidents that got them totaled, and neither were my fault. It's like, so I've just always steered away from red. I got the white. Why did I pick white for the Jeep? Oh, because why did I pick the white for the Jeep? Oh, it was opposite day. Because I'm with Knight Rider, with the Trans Am being black and Knight Rider, I've always had a thing for black cars as it is. And Henry Ford said you can have any color so long as it's black. And I agree. I love black because black is actually a combination of all colors. That's why when people ask me, hey, Archer, what's your favorite color? I'm like, black. Like, why? I'm like, well, because I don't really have a favorite, so I just pick all of them. You know? Okay. I would get a red vehicle. So every time I have something red, every time I have something red, it gets wrecked. And I've never been at fault for any car accidents I've been involved in. That's the thing. But yeah, I had a red truck. What was the other red thing I had? Oh, that was that Explorer. I had a red 2004 Ford Explorer, the 4-door one. And that thing got rear-ended. I was already stopped at the red light. The dude behind me decided not to stop and nailed me at 45 miles an hour. And I was at a standstill at a red light. I picked the white because it was the opposite of black. I didn't want a black Wrangler. I was like, oh, you've had a lot of black vehicles, Archer. So I went the opposite of black, and I picked a white Wrangler. But I'm going back to black because even for the past 4 years, exactly, Cici, I like black. And that's the thing. Nothing against my Wrangler. I dug at having white, but even the past 4 years when I passed black Wranglers, I've been like, oh God, that's a good looking car. It looks good in black. So I'm like, and then you get the black Grand Cherokee, right? And then I've got a friend that still does all my window tinting, so I'm going to run it up in the Novi and get it tinted. And then that's actually all I really want to do to it, because the one I picked out to order, literally, I did that back in 2022 when I ordered the Wrangler too. I don't buy off the lot. I always order the car, but I did that. I forgot to click on the blind spot monitoring. I wanted the little orange lights in the mirrors on the Wrangler, and I forgot to click it. It showed up, and that's the only reason I asked Gemini what their opinion was, because my Jeep's a May 26th Gemini. Its build date on the window sticker, it was built and went down the line at the plant on May 26th of 2022. So my Wrangler's a Gemini. So that's why I asked Gemini. Plus, Gemini's card's the choice. Geminis are awesome at helping people make decisions. Geminis are good at that. So that's why I was like, okay, Gemini, what should I do? But that's the route I went. Because I'm like, and I know I could just run it back up to, I still have a lot of friends at the dealership I used to work at, right? So, like, I could have gone in there and had it popped onto it. I could have just taken it up to AutoZone and have them put on a code reader. I need to just buy my own code reader eventually. but I guarantee it's lifters and it ain't fuel injectors. I know I've built 3 small block Chevy motors in my life. I know what lifters sound like when I hear them. And I keep trying my hardest to like be like, it's just the fuel injectors. It's Chrysler fuel. It's not Chrysler fuel injectors. I know what a lifter stick sounds like. And I love it. That Jeep's been old reliable, but the Grand Cherokee is going to be killer. Exactly. Hey, these shows influenced me too, right? Kit would not, if Kit was not a black Trans Am. That's why none of the Knight Rider reboots ever worked, because Kit has to be a black Trans Am. The Knight Rider reboot, he was a Mustang. The other thing, he was like a 57 Chevy and then that weird Pontiac Banshee prototype car. Every time, even Team Knight Rider, they use 5 Fords. Every time those, I'm like, not going to work, not going to work, not going to, it's Hollywood. You guys literally can't go out and get some company to restore 2 or 3 Trans Ams to make, literally, there's like 1,000 people around the world that build Knight Rider replicas. Universal Studios could just get a couple of us together and be like, hey, we need 4 Knight Rider cars. Boom, done. Anyways, Jennifer, what up, what up? Are you serious? Ah, hi. Not only did you catch me live, but now I'm talking to you, Jennifer. Hi. Jennifer K, what up? And you're in New York City. Oh my gosh, Charlene Wilson's in near Buffalo. I gotta get the Burt. Oh God, yeah, the '78 Trans Am. Those were real Trans Ams. Even the Knight Rider Trans Am was not a real Trans Am. They were already '80s cars. The Burt Reynolds Trans Am. Oh my God, that's so good. Those, what, didn't that have the 6-liter in it? Didn't the Bandit Trans Am have the 6-liter? Oh, that's a good motor. Those cars are fun. The '78 Trans Am, those are good. Oh. All the Knight Rider Trans Am had was a 305. 85, what was it, 185 horsepower, I think, in that car, compared to what the '78 had. Oh my God, I know, right? Yes, ma'am, Cici. I name all my cars. I grew up watching Knight Rider. You all don't think I don't talk to my Wrangler? I talked to that. Mel's been with me on when she was up here with Mama T. She went with me on errands and stuff. I need, like, I make it underneath the traffic light before it turns yellow. I'll pat the dashboard. Good job, buddy. Good job. Right? All that stuff. The Wrangler's name is Buddy. I just named it Buddy. But yeah, dude, Motor City people and guys, we always name our cars. It's like why ships are always referred to as she's, except Germany. Germany calls their boats he's. Hey, Christian, what up, what up? All right, I think we are good, right? We good. I absolutely talk to Mike. I mean, you grew up watching Knight Rider, and I've built and owned 3 of those replicas over the years. There's absolutely no way that I don't talk to my cars. You should have seen me as a dorky goober when I was younger driving the Knight Rider cars. Oh, I was David Hasselhoff. I'd pull up to a McDonald's drive-thru being like, all right, buddy, let's stop and get ourselves our double cheeseburgers. Oh, I was horrible. I was horrible. But I was the dude at the car shows when everybody else was like, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch. I'd be like, just sit in the car, push buttons, and just have fun with it. I never had my car blocked off because people, it was like they got to meet a celebrity when Kit was sitting there at a car show. But okay, I think we're good. I'm good. Right? I used to have fun with it when Archer's in more of a Sagittarius mode and I'm being more of a smartass. That's when it's a little different, because then it's like people, like, especially with the Knight Rider cars, people would always walk up, does it talk? And of course, we're at a car show circa like 2015. Does that car talk? And I would always come up with a cute Sagittarius type of an answer, and I'd go, you know what? Sometimes when I'm driving home from a car show late at night by myself on a dark desert highway, I swear I hear it talk to me. And people would always be like, really? What do you do? What, really? And I'd look and I'd go, yep. I get the ball joints fixed, clears it right up. And then I would just walk away from them. I didn't care. I didn't care. Right? I'd be like, yep, get the ball joints fixed. It shuts that Firebird right up. It's a Firebird. I'm amazed Michael could even hear Kit talking in that thing with T-tops rattling and sway bar links and the unibody. Anyways, I'm not going to keep knocking the car. It's fine. Just like we all know there's no way a DeLorean could actually ever get to 88 miles an hour. In reality, the DeLorean cannot achieve 88 miles per hour. It would fall apart and disintegrate on the highway. So that's fine. Hollywood. All right, yes. So I've got to do six I got to do 6 lives tomorrow to do Libra to Pisces. So I can't do a super chats tomorrow, but starting Monday we'll get back into it. All right. Cards and Coffee will be back on Monday. All right. So until next time, I love you guys, and I'll see you then. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow for Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and what's the last sign again? It's Pisces. I know that. I better know that. I gotta go. I'm in trouble. Love you guys.